What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we have a group of W0men, and this is probably going to be like a 5-part series. It's a really long video, so I'm going to have to break it down. But we have a group of W0men who are letting men know what their standards are. They're saying what their ideal guy is. So let's check it out and let's see if these women deserve this man that they are making up. Let's check it out.
So my expectations are not realistic.
I don't want a Hugh Hefner. Trust me, I'd rather just be single. Thank you, though.
Well, somebody's gonna have a sugar mama. If your wife can spend more than you make, like, you need to make more money. So
I was just having this conversation with my friend, and she was like, you have to manifest a husband, girl.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan.
Did you guys see that woman that said that you gotta make more than your wife can spend? You gotta love it when they're honest. Okay, I know a lot of guys get angry when they see these street interview videos, or they see something wild on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. I know guys say, oh man, look at this, but you gotta really appreciate and love it when they're being honest. When women are being honest, you gotta love it. And this is just the reality of all of them. All of them are gonna come into your life to consume. Even the ones that you think like, oh, she's not like that, this and that. No, she's a good one. She likes to stay home. She doesn't care about that type of stuff. You can say that to yourself, and she may behave that way in order to get that ring, in order to get that commitment. But over time, okay, the girls at the salon, they're in a Mercedes. She's not. Let's just say, you get married or whatever. Or women from the salon, women from work, women from somewhere, okay, where she's interacting with other women. Because women do love nothing more than comparing themselves to other women. They're just, that's how all of them are. And if her girlfriends are taking vacations, her girlfriends, have a big wedding ring, her girlfriends drive a nice SUV, a nice family SUV, and she doesn't, and her girlfriend's just got a new fence for the yard and new patio furniture, and she doesn't have all that stuff. Over time, she's gonna start to resent you and ask, why aren't you making more money? Why aren't you? It's gonna come eventually, even if she's not as gold diggerish and spends money like there's no tomorrow as much as other women. Eventually, over time, it's gonna bother her that you guys don't have the stuff that her girlfriends or women at the salon or women somewhere where she interacts with other women don't have.
And today we have a group of girls back with us. If you've never seen any of these girl videos that I've done in the past, what I do is bring on other women to get other women's perspectives. If you guys are a subscriber to my channel, you probably know where I stand on a lot of these topics. I have 400 videos covering my thoughts and opinions, but I think it's really enlightening and interesting to get the opinion of other women who maybe don't have a platform, or who, maybe don't talk about these topics or even think about these topics. The point here is to get an honest opinion and reaction from these women, whether it be good or bad, honest nonetheless. In this video specifically, I'm going to be asking the women about salary preferences and average male income. I've got some statistics for them, and we're going to get through this together. So let's get started. What is the ideal age for a guy that you are looking to be with?
So I just turned 27, so like 3 years older than that. So I would say between like 31, maybe 32, just depending on like when their birthday is.
So I'm 27, and
Back-to-back 27-year-olds. I'm 30. All right. And if I wasn't red pill and I was blue pilled and I didn't know all the things I know, and I didn't know that women are out here having fun, raising their body count, going on, sugar daddy apps, using guys for food, and, dating bad boys and traveling and racking up debt, and getting tattoos and having one night stands. If I was like a blue pill guy who didn't know any of this, and I still believed in love and connection and all that crap, I would not be going for a 27-year-old. All right. If I were dumb enough to get married, I'd be going for 18 to 21. Okay. As a 30-year-old man, I want my wife to be, 10 years younger than me, even 12 years younger, the most she's 8 years younger. Okay. I do not want a wife who is 3 years younger than me. Right. And, getting married at 27, girl, you are done. Okay. 25 is like game 6, 6 seconds on the clock. All right. Half court shot. And I don't even watch sports, and I know what these analogies mean. 25 is that, the buzzer beater. 27, you better be going for like a 50-year-old guy who considers you young. This is what women don't understand, that we value youth and beauty. And a 30-year-old guy is basically your same age. Like 27, 30, same freaking thing. Okay. Even 35, you're still not young enough. Now you need to go for 40 to 55, even 60-year-old dudes, because that's it. Like, women don't understand that they become spoiled goods very fast. And when they're young, they have no concept of time. They don't care, because when they're, as young as 14, 15, they're getting all this, girl, you're so pretty, they're getting all this desire all the way for years and years and years and years and years. And one day they realize, holy crap, my age matters. Yeah, it does.
And I would say I would want them to be older. So like my range that I look for is 28 to 35.
I think anyone within, 3.
So the first one wasn't realistic. The second one wasn't realistic. Neither of them said, let me see, I'm 27, so about like a 50-year-old guy. Neither of them said that, right? They said, like a 31-year-old, 33, 35. No. A 35-year-old does not want a 27-year-old woman. A 35-year-old man wants a 24-year-old, 23-year-old, okay?
5 years either way, but probably older.
And then this one looks like a freaking tomboy. What is this? What is this thing you got going on?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe 33,
Potentially.
if you had to choose.
There's a lot of mature, this is just recently, there's a lot of mature people at the end of their 20s who I think I have good chemistry with, so I wouldn't and then there's people in their 30s, even in their early 30s, who act like they're so, they got a bum knee and stuff, and I'm like, okay, but, I don't feel broken yet. You can't go for a run with me? Just, go down a weight at the gym. I don't get it. So, I don't know. It's hard.
Okay, do we want to go somewhere in the middle, maybe 30?
Yeah.
Okay, 30,
Yeah.
we'll just go with your age.
I really like 28 to 36 max, or 37 max. Not in the 40s. Still in the 30s, because I feel like they've matured. They kind of have gotten settled in their careers. They know what they want. They're not really looking. There's less of a chance that you'll find somebody who is just looking to play games.
Okay, and how old are you?
I'm gonna be 24 in November.
Okay.
So
you're
I'm
basically-
pretty young.
By the time this
So we have a 23-year-old that's willing to get married to a 36-year-old. Finally, we have one woman with a brain. We have one here, out of all the ones we've seen so far. We have one with a brain. Pretty cute. Looks Hispanic. We have one so far that has a brain. The other ones, she's 23. She's willing to date and get married to a 36-year-old. The other ones are both 27 and 28. And they say, I want a 30-year-old. No. A 30-year-old man, who's making pretty good money. He looks decent. He doesn't want you. Okay. He wants a 22-year-old.
video comes out, you'll be 24.
Okay.
So if we have to pick one age You said between 28 and 36. Would we say like 32?
Yeah, I would say 30. No, probably like 30 is perfect to meet them, and then we can get married when they're like 32.
I feel like the bracket that I'm normally looking at, or the roster, I guess, I don't know, between like 20.
Uh-oh, we have a party girl here. And did you guys see that in the last clip when the young 23-year-old girl said that she's wants to get married to a 36-year-old? The interviewer, who's a woman and is most likely past 35, 40, said, you want a 36-year-old? Don't you mean that you want like a 30-year-old? Right? So she tried to knock it off. Like, don't go for the guys my age. Just go younger. Girls, stop trying to take up the available guys that I can possibly get, all right? Because if I, as a 40-year-old woman, 35, 36-year-old woman, okay, am having a hard time and I want to meet another 36, 37-year-old man because I think just like all these other girls, if the 36, 37-year-old men in my age find out that a 23-year-old wants them, they're going to leave me high and dry. So you saw how she was like trying to talk her into changing her answer. And now we have this one here. Looks like a total party girl, raspy voice. What is this? Okay, this is what we have to pick from. This is if you don't marry that right there, a party girl with a raspy voice who's done having fun and done with the sugar daddies, done with the going on free dates, done with the traveling. If you don't want that right there, done with the one night stands, you're not a real man. You don't want that right there, you're not a real man.
9 and like, I don't know, 37, 38, I guess, because I just feel like all guys that are honestly between 24 to 28, they don't really want anything serious at all.
I would say 27.
Okay, and how old are you?
23.
I would have to say the person that I would marry right now would probably have to be between 32 and maybe 43.
Okay.
Between like 30 and 40s. Yeah, I'm 28. So I feel like the person I'm with needs to be a lot more mature than me.
Okay. So do we want to go like 37? Just to
Yeah,
go
I would
somewhere in the middle?
It's not that he has to be a lot more mature than you. It's that he has to consider you a catch. Okay? You're 28 years old. Another 28-year-old man does not consider you a catch. Now, a 45-year-old man, 50-year-old man will consider you a catch. Even with your high body count, even with your done having fun and all of that stuff. So, it's not that I need a guy who's much more mature. No, the right answer is I need a guy who would consider me, a diamond. Even though I'm not, because I'm 28.
Probably be with the 37-year-old.
Okay. So
For
we'll take that as the number.
Okay.
Thinking of your future, what % of the family income do you personally want to contribute? Like, do you want to be the breadwinner? Do you want to contribute 50-50? Do you want to be a stay-at-home wife or mom?
I would be comfortable contributing 50-50,
Okay.
but I would prefer that it be more so like 40-50.
Okay.
Like me
40-60? Like you
Yeah.
the 40, them the 60?
Yes.
I'd be okay with. I never thought of this. I don't know. These weren't the things that I fixated on the most when I envisioned.
Yeah, they don't really think much. And if you're a smart man and you know a lot and you have good critical thinking skills and deductive reasoning, inductive reasoning, and you're interested in learning about stuff, about the world, you'll slowly know that a lot of them don't think much about anything more than having fun, looking pretty, gossip and drama, clothes. Their brain doesn't go farther than that, and it doesn't go any farther than 5 minutes into the future. But if you're like some Mimbo surfer guy, who doesn't have a brain, and you're just like this fun, like, dumb dude, then women would probably like be on your thinking level, and you're like, damn, I never thought about that. It's like, so yeah, they don't really think much about anything, and the more you talk to them, the more you'll realize I'm talking to a little kid right now. And you guys, like, I realized that like about 4 or 5 years ago that they're like mentally kids their whole lives, and I was like, I can't have a serious conversation with women. So this is where you always keep it playful. You always keep it talking about nonsense with them. And this is why I can't really hang out with them for more than like 3 hours, because it's like I'm literally hanging out with like a dumb person.
My partner, but if I had to throw it out there, like maybe half or a little under half. I'm probably
We'll go 50-50 top.
yeah.
Okay.
Ooh. So I personally, I would not mind contributing like majority, but I would say no more than 70% of household income.
So I really want to be a stay-at-home mom. So like, if that doesn't work out with the person I'm with, then it doesn't work out. But that is like how I picture myself as a mom and a wife. So I guess I wouldn't be contributing financially.
I don't want any of my income to be needed in the family. I want the man to be 100% the supporter, but that doesn't mean that
I mean, we have a winner so far. Out of all the women, this one's the winner. And you guys know me. I think none of them are worth a ring. None of them are worth commitment. In the West, at least. But so far, we have a winner. If I was dumb enough to get married, this will be the one. Yes, the reality is that the woman's supposed to stay home and the man's supposed to pay everything. Today, we have these strong, independent women who, I pay for myself and all this stuff, but the correct way to do things is a young woman marries an older guy. So she says she's 23, she's willing to marry a 36-year-old, and she wants to be stay-at-home mom, not contribute anything financially, which that's not a problem, because the things that she is contributing are very valuable. They don't have to be financial. But the reality is that none of them deserve that. None of them deserve you sacrificing for them and keeping them at home, and she doesn't have to work and all that stuff. But once again, if I was dumb enough to get married, this is the smartest one out of the bunch.
I'm not going to work and I'm not going to have my own business or whatever.
But you would want the family to be able to live solely off of your
yes,
husband's income.
100% solely off of my husband. I don't want me to have to use my income at all, but that's not because I'm not going to be working or I'm not going to have my own stuff going on. It's just because I want the freedom to be able to take care of my kids for the first 7 years of their life. I want to be a stay-at-home mom and be with them basically 24/7. I think that's important in the family structure, so that's pretty much the only reason why.
Okay, so you would choose stay-at-home mom. So 0%, we'll say.
Yes.
Okay.
I think 50-50 is definitely acceptable, and that's what I'd enjoy. I wouldn't enjoy feeling like someone has to take care of.
That's what I'd enjoy. I enjoy that. That's not her natural voice. That comes from partying, yelling, EDM party, concerts, hookah, smoking. There are women that they have naturally a little raspy voice. It's not so girly, but that's very raspy, and you could tell it's from partying. You could also tell in her face she's a party chick.
I don't like relying on people or men or really anyone for money. I think that's totally just unacceptable. That's just how I was raised.
If I'm painting a picture, if it's my ideal life, I would love to just be a stay-at-home wife with some hobbies and, raising a family, because that's just the way I grew up. I had a stay-at-home mom, and it was just a really good environment to have.
Okay, so ideally that's what you would want.
100%, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but none of you guys deserve that. You don't deserve to be a stay-at-home wife. Because none of y'all are virgins. That's number one. Number two, these young women, this one who's 23, the other one who's 23, if you're such a unicorn, you'd be married already. You're 2 years away from being expired. So, why haven't you found the one yet? So if you meet him today, you guys are dating for a while, getting to know each other. That's already getting close to 25. So once again, you really got to be careful with women. You can't really believe everything they say, because they like to present themselves in a way, that makes us like, whoa, like makes us think that they're a catch or whatever. Wow, man, she's young. She wants to be a stay-at-home mom. She's willing to date older guys. She wants to, she's feminine or whatever. Yeah. Okay, all of this is to hook you, to trap you. And the reality is, if they were unicorns, they'd be married by like, 18, 19. Okay. Oh, that's too young. Women. Okay, 21. They're 2 years away from the shot clock. Right. So
Yeah.
Now I want to talk about your ideal lifestyle. Okay. So thinking about a house, how many bedrooms, how many square feet, what are we thinking?
I mean, I don't need anything, crazy spacious, but I definitely do want a big enough home where everybody can have their own, individual selves and space to feel comfortable. So just depending on lifestyle and family, at least 3 to 4 bedrooms for sure, 2 full baths, because God forbid there's more than one girl in the house. That'll be drama.
So she wants to be a stay-at-home mom with a 4-bedroom house. Beautiful. I love it. I love what I'm hearing. This is great. Now, body count. Let's start there. What's the body count? If you're not a virgin, or I'll be a little progressive here. Your body count is 1 or 2, and then you got married. Fine, whatever. Okay, that's just not real, guys. Most of them. You'd be lucky if you marry a woman that has a 10 or under body count. They rack up the body count very early on and very fast. Then they kind of get this like, wait, I kind of don't like this. I want to be like in a relationship and like chill out. And obviously anyone who's over 18 should not be dipping in the under 18 crowd. I gotta make that clear. But they start as young as 14, man. This one's 23 or 24. The other one's 23 or 24. They start as young as 14. That's 10 years of potentially being able to rack up that body count. Let's say they started when they were 16, which is the average. That's usually when they start like really, really, really like lose their V card and all of that. That's 7-8 years of racking up the body count. Women, guys, they can run through that number very, very easily. Okay, let's keep it at 18. Okay, so they lose their virginity at 18. They're with that guy for a year till they're 19. Break up with him, blah, blah, blah. Okay, then they date around a little bit. So that's one body, right? They date around a little bit. They rack up 4. Boom. They're 19 years old. They already got 5. Then they get into like another 1 year, 2 year relationship. Okay, they're 22. Then they date around a little bit, rack up like another 5 dudes. She's 23 with 10, 11, 12 body count. That's one that's kind of conservative, not trying to be a thought, dating around a little bit, but not giving it up so easily. She lost her V card at 18. By 22, easily 12, 13 body count. Okay, and then now imagine those chicks that are at 27, 28.
And definitely like a big backyard. So at least 5 acres, to roam on is what I aspire to have. And then square footage on a house, I really don't even know how to like scale something like that. I don't like 4,000 to 5,000 square feet, maybe.
Okay. What you described sounds close to that.
Like that. If I need to go bigger, obviously, we'll go bigger. That's no question. But just a nice, comfortable size home.
Okay, and then how many kids do you want?
2 to 3.
Okay.
If 2 boys and a girl would be ideal.
Okay, and what about a car? I know you like cars.
Yeah, if it could be anything, if it's my dream, it'd probably be
a Pagani BC, which is like a hypercar, but
I don't even know what that
oh my gosh, they're so sexy. So that would be,
is. How much is that car?
I don't even know, probably at least like 1.5 mil for sure.
Oh my
at
God.
least. I don't
Okay,
even
so
know.
what about not the dream car, but
Something more realistic that I would get.
just to give us a ballpark, like a
Yeah.
kind of range.
Maybe like some sort of like F12 Ferrari, like an A12 Superfast would be super cool, or maybe like a 458.
Okay. How much are those?
Would
Like
be
80?
ideal. No, those are probably depending like 300,000 to 525K.
I don't know if she's trolling because look, a lot of people today they're looking to go viral. They're trying to make memeable content. They're trying to see if they can get that little clip that goes viral. I don't know if she's trolling right here. I'm gonna go with she's not trolling. Okay. This is how delusional they are. This is how delusional they are. They think that they can go and just get a high value male who's gonna provide a $10 million lifestyle, and you know she can do whatever she wants and all of that. And you know, guys, this is what you're in for. You know, I don't care about dating. I don't care about any of that. But there's a lot of guys out there who do. There's a lot of guys out there who, you know, they still have hope that unicorn is out there, or that decent one. You know, she doesn't have to be perfect, you know, but she's decent to get married and all that stuff. They're still hoping that that's out there. And that's not what's out there, man. What's out there is delusion. What's out there is consumerism. Consume your wallet, squeeze it dry. What's out there is drama. What's out there is the more you put into her, the less interested she becomes. That's what's out there.
Just depending on what you go with, and
She's a car girl.
love them.
All right, and then what about vacation? How important is travel to you? Like international, what are we thinking?
So I've not done any crazy international travels personally, but I'm always open to exploring. And I love the oceans. So like French Polynesian Islands would be super cool to vacay for a little while, or I don't even know, Australia? Something
So it's
like
something
that.
you'd like to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It's not a huge priority for me, but it's definitely something that is on the list.
The car is more important than the vacation.
Yeah.
So if I was a stay-at-home mom, it would be because we're financially okay without me working. And like if we were in a position where that wasn't the case, then I would 100% work and like be fine with that. But I want to have like 3 kids, so you'd have to have a bigger house for that. So I don't even know, because I've never owned a home. Maybe like, I don't know what's normal. Like, is 3,000 square feet normal? That might be big.
Yeah, would you say like 4 bedrooms? Like
Yeah.
4-bedroom homes?
All right, guys, there's part 1 of Delusional Women trying to come up with the perfect guy. Make sure to comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're going to see part 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what happens and see how much more delusional they become. For now, we have one of them who's sort of realistic. The Hispanic girl. And that's it. So guys, make sure to comment, like, share, subscribe, check me out on Instagram, follow me. Love you guys. I'll see you on the next one, and I'm out.